Hello test takers and welcome back to Exam Prep Solutions. Today we're going to be going over a pair of engineering economics problems here, getting you familiar with the different converts that we have in our table and the different interest rate tables, how to use them, and then how to use them to get your final answer. So open up your FE handbook, get these tables out, and I'm going to read the problem statements here. So if $1,700 is invested in an account at a rate of 10% for 15 years, how much money will be in the account after the investment period? And the second problem is if $200 is invested at a rate of 8% every year for 10 years, what is the present worth of the money? So go ahead, try and attempt these problems on your own, and then I'll go over the solution. Okay, so let's dive right in. Let's look at the first one here. So $1,700 is invested in an account. We get 10% is the interest rate, 15 years is the time period. How much money will be in the account after the investment period? So we have $1,700 right now, presently, right? And we want to find a future value. So if we go to our converts here, it says to find f given p. So it's going to be the first one. So we're going to be using f over p, I, percentage, and then n. You can use the formula. I find that the table is probably actually easier to use in this case. So 1,700 times, and this is how you set up the problem. And then you're going to be setting up one of these equations here and then plugging in that value when you set up the simple equation. So f over p. Then the percentage is 10% and the time period is 15. So we need to find what f over p 10, 15 is. So we want to go to the 10% table, n is the year value, 15, 10, and then f over p, and we get 4.1772. So our answer is going to be 1,700 times 4.1772. That equals $7,101. So we're going to go with answer A there. So make sure you identify, do you have present? What are you trying to find? Find this correct symbol set up here. You can use the formula, but you can see they get very complicated as you go down, and then find that value in the interest rate table. So let's look at the second one here. We got $200 invested at a rate of 8% for 10 years. What is the present worth of the money? So it says that $200 is invested at a rate of 8% every year. So not just at the beginning, unlike our first problem. So we're going to actually be using this uniform series A value. A gradient would be adding more amount every year. So like $200, and then you add another $200 every year. So you'd have 400 and then 600. That's not what's happening here. So we have A. So we have the A value. We want to find what is the present worth. So P. So to find P given A. So we're going to have 200 times P over A. And then our interest rate is 8%. For 10 years. So just like the other problem here, P over A, 8, 10. So P over A for 8% at 10 is 6.71. So we're going to have 200 times 6.71 equals $1,342. So I'm going to go with answer D as that is the closest one for this one. So setting up the equation, finding which of the symbols you're going to use, looking it up in the table. It's pretty much as simple as that. They can get more complicated, but it's just converting the wording that you see in the problem to one of these interest rate tables and then finally finding the final value. So if you have any questions about that problem, leave it in a comment down below. Or if there's any problems you'd like to see in the future, let us know, and we'll see you guys next time.